Howdy, Chad here. Feeling a lot better today. I'm on day 20 of juice and day 17 of Master Cleanse. And yeah, yesterday was a trip. My stomach got so much worse. I can't even say it was my stomach. It was my intestinal tract. And the funky thing was, see, right before to give you a little outline, your intestines, they go up and then they go that way and then they go down. And right here is where your poop chute is. So if you can just envision that. So I had the pain in the transverse colon, which is what it's called. And so it was like right here and then right here. And it just, I practically did nothing yesterday before I went to work. I just laid down and just watched things. But I was convinced that it was, well, I mean, it was not gas. I know that for a fact. But I figured it was scarring or something that was going on because I could actually feel it pulsating. And then as the pain, it started to shift and it actually went down and then went in, or went back down to the descending colon, and then just started to, by the time all was said and done, the pain had completely shifted and was in my navel. And it also, I know what muscular pain feels like. I'm not a fool. So it definitely was not muscular pain either. But yeah, I mean, I had a genius thing. I really just wanted to zonk out, so I pulled up an episode of Family Guy, and yeah, after about 2 minutes of that, me laughing, that common sense kind of kicked in. So anyways, but doing a lot better today. So today I just wanted to briefly touch upon the use of well, goes for a lot of things within the body, but just one that relates to most people is the concept of your body having a use it or lose it. A lot of times when, you know, as it gets colder out, what people tend to do is they start using more lotions on their hands. They start putting chapstick on all the time. And with constant use of hand creams and chapsticks, as well as other things along those lines, what it does is it actually weakens your body in a sense. Now, in a perfect world, I'll take that back. If your body was running as it completely should, you really wouldn't get chapped lips or anything along those lines, because that dehydration, it's actually, a lot of it comes from acid wastes within your body, and so that's why your lips will get chapped, you know, barring any extreme weather exposure. So now, it's not a case of all roads leading to Rome, because I kind of get that a lot when I try to explain natural hygiene and things like that to people. They think, well, I'm just not going to do it your way, I'm going to do it my way. See, when you start to constantly put things like chapsticks, things like hand creams on, you're further clogging your lymphatic system, which is what cleans your cells, and you're creating more of an acid buildup. Now, it gives you that temporary relief, but over time it just perpetuates the problem. I mean, I know people who put on hand cream multiple times a day, and I can tell you that I used to use a lot of chapstick, lip balm, whatever, long before I got into the way I live now. And it's a kind of a painful process. It does take a little bit of time, and I'm not saying you should walk around with your lips bleeding, but, you know, try to wean yourself off of it. And I mean, I probably use chapstick on my lips, maybe, I don't even think I do it a half dozen times over the course of the winter. And I mean, if I use last winter as a reference, I went running almost every single day. And yeah, it wasn't an insane New England winter last year, but it was still pretty cold. And so that's just my little tip for today. If you have any questions, comments, post them down below, subscribe up top, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.